Hello, my unfortunate friends. We have gathered here today in this here reading group to indulge ourselves in the masterpiece that is Engulfed in Passion, the Phineas and Ferb fanfiction that nobody asked for. And my god, do they ever look engulfed in passion. It's giving eyes wide open. Why were they open? It's giving a tragic love triangle. It's also giving, your brothers stop kissing is what it's giving. But let's not speak too soon because I don't know how we ended up here. We need to find that out. So let's begin. We start with chapter 1, makeover. And boy, we do not start gentle. They're not easing us into this whatsoever. Prepare for your childhood to be shattered. I'm sorry. Anyway, I've prepared you enough. Phineas caresses her hair. Yeah, the triangle-shaped guy. The little triangle ginger dude, little Dorito man, this is what he gets up to in his free time when he's not building roller coasters. Running his thumb across her cheek. You're beautiful, Isabella, he whispers, kissing her lips gently. You're so beautiful. That felt so intimate, I hated that. I'm bringing it to life a little bit too much. Let's put it back in its grave. I love you, Phineas. Oh, I just love you and your Phineas. She replies breathlessly, heart racing. Her heart's racing because she's nervous, because she knows that this is not what wholesome little cartoon characters do in their free time. I know she knows that. Like, you can stop anytime, Isabella. Huh? Isabella, breakfast is ready, Phineas smirks. He's there, like, whispering sweet nothings into her mouth and, like, cooking bacon up with the other hand, just like... breakfast? But we're on a midnight cruise, Isabella exclaims, pulling away. Yeah, and Isabella? Oh, what, you're gatekeeping cereal? Oh, we can't eat cereal at midnight? Isabella! She's screaming her own name? Oh no, she snaps awake in her pink bed, and her mom is standing in the doorway, tapping her foot impatiently. Ain't got rhythm. It's 8:30. Isabella, it is 8:30. The food is going to get cold. Sorry, Mom. Isabella climbs out of bed with a yawn. She remembered her dream and stopped short. She is quite short, isn't she? She's only a child. I was just dreaming. She really doesn't have to explain herself. I'm sure her mum knows what was going on. Probably not the smut dream. But typically when your mum's screaming at you in the morning because you're not coming to get breakfast, because you're lying there in bed with your eyes closed snoring, it is because you're asleep. So I think that she's digging herself a hole with the explanation. Oh, never mind. Her mum's side. Boy trouble. Maybe it was a necessary conversation. Maybe this is a frequent for Isabella. Like her mum signed her up for a therapist because every time she falls asleep, she dreams about having sex with Phineas on a midnight cruise. Yeah, Isabella slides on some pink slippers and begins walking to the door. Isabella is living in the fucking Barbie dream house. She's got pink beard, pink slippers. Don't worry, honey. One day, you'll find the right one. And the right one is probably not the one that's in a romantic relationship with his brother. But again, we're not at that part of the story yet, are we? Thanks, Mom, she says, walking down the stairs to the smell of pancakes. Maybe being awake wasn't so bad after all. Yeah, better than being stuck on a midnight cruise with Dorito Boy. Now, we're skipping forward a little bit. It must be the weekend, because Isabella is walking to the Fletcher Flynn household, skipping with excitement. She would be the first one to the house, and she'd be able to spend some time with Phineas. They've remixed his name every time they've spelt it. They put the last, 3 letters into a randomizer. She hops into the backyard, seeing the gorgeous redhead under the tree where he usually is. Gorgeous and redhead should never be in a sentence next to each other. Now I know we're talking fiction. Gorgeous redhead. Hi, Phineas. They're doing it on purpose. They have to be doing it on purpose. That was really dramatic laugh. It's not that. Fines looks up from his conversation with his stepbrother Ferb and smiles at her. Hey, Isabella. Ferb and I were just thinking. After your birthday celebration yesterday, maybe we could take it easy today. What did they do for her birthday yesterday? Not a midnight cruise, I hope. Phineas leaned back against the tree. How's 17 treating you? I was gonna say them being 17 makes it a little better, but it doesn't. We're still all picturing the little tiny Phineas and Ferb and Isabella, right? I'm doing just perfect, she sings, crouching next to the boys. I got a new phone for my birthday. That's awesome, Phineas exclaims, putting a hand on her shoulder. I'm happy you're happy. W Riz, Phineas. Isabella's whole face turns bright red and she smiles at the ground. I wonder if she knows she's beautiful. Yeah, I was thinking maybe I'll get my hair done tomorrow or something. I want to try something different. Phineas's face oh, that's why him and Ferb were kissing. Ferb got Phineasa confused with Vanessa. Such an easy mistake. That's it! Ferb, I know what we're gonna do today. It was not a Phineas impression. I'm so sorry. I won't do that again. He jumps to his feet, turns around and reaches for Isabella's hand. We're gonna have a threesome. No, he said we'll give the princess a makeover. A makeover? Isabella laughs nervously. You know what? That would be so gutting. That's like getting given soap for Christmas and it's like, oh, so I'm stinky? You're telling me I'm stinky, huh? I gotta shower more? Imagine you turn 17 and your crush is like, I know what we'll do for your birthday. We'll make you pretty, you ugly bitch. Do you guys even know how to do makeup? Of course we do. I saw Mum do it once. Isabella giggles and lets Phineas pull her to her feet. The redhead nods at Ferb, who runs inside to get something. Phineas, are you sure about this? You want to spend your whole day doing something for me? Girl, If you take all day doing your makeup, you're doing something wrong. Like, once you're done doing your makeup, you're meant to be ready to go out for the day, not ready to go to bed. Yeah, Isabella, anything for our friends. Isabella cringes a little, so did Talia. Yeah, friends. Oh, that's a rough friend zone. Oh yeah, Isabella, anything for you. You're like a sister to me, Slay. Oh, well, I guess if he's willing to make out with his stepbrother, it really doesn't matter if Isabella's like a sister to him. She's got a better chance that way. Ferb comes out carrying a chair and a bag of Mrs. Flynn Fletcher's makeup. Oh, Mum's gonna be so mad when Candace tells her about this. He sets the chair under the tree and begins to spread out the makeup. Isabella looks away from him and back to Fines, who is watching proudly. Like, oh, my lovely sexy brother who has stolen our mum's makeup. So proud to be a part of this family. She blushes really hard and turns back to Ferb, who's almost finished shedding up. Oh god. Phineas leads her to the chair excitedly, and Ferb steps back to let him do his work. Phineas stops and stares at the makeup products, confused. Isabella laughs a little. Do you need help? No. Fine stares at the table a little more. Actually, what goes on first? Bro, pull up a YouTube tutorial. Don't ask the client. Imagine going to the doctors and being like, my tummy hurts, and they're like, oh, sweetie, what do you think it is? First, we put on foundation, although I don't know if your mom has the same shade as me. Phineas holds up the bottle to Isabella's face and thinks for a moment. We might have to run to the store, he announces, flustered. I didn't realize she was so white, man. I didn't know. Isabella hops out of the chair with a smile. No worries. I'm sure we'll find everything we need there. So now we're at chapter 2, the store, and I'm really anticipating the makeout session. Any minute now. We're here, Fines announced as Isabella and Ferb joined him at the entrance of a CVS. Why is he telling them that? Like, literally, even I could figure out that they were at the store if they said, we walked into the CVS. And they're walking into the CVS, so they especially don't need to know that they're there. The red letters above the door had a bird's nest in them, and baby birds were chirping over their heads. What a random detail. Didn't know that about the Phineas and Ferb world. Oh, because one day her and Phineas would have a family just like those birds. Yeah, you guys are going to have a family, but not together. Yeah, see, Phineas already has a family, who he seems quite interested in, if you know what I mean. So... Isabella. She snapped out of her daydream and saw... Oh, it's getting difficult. Phineas. Phineas? Standing inside the entrance. Are you coming or not? We've spent a paragraph and a half just getting into the store. No wonder it's going to take all day to do her makeup. The girl works like a turtle. Isabella nodded and rushed after him. Ferb already in the store. She caught up to the sexy redhead. Please don't describe him as sexy. Please don't do that. I can't handle that. His hand hanging ever so close to hers at his side. If only, if only, if only. She turned to look at him. His attention in a different universe. Bro's jumping universes. Bro doesn't have Mandela effects. Bro is the Mandela effect. His lips, just so open, so available. Begging her to caress them with hers. Oh no, that would never come out of his mouth. Oh, Isabella, I'm begging you, caress my lips with your lips. No. Isabella, enough with the daydreams, okay? The midnight cruise was kind of funny. This, you're going too far. Ah, yes, the makeup section. Isabella broke away from her entranced stare and turned to the makeup shelf. Ferb was already there, surveying the option. Ferb is keen. Ferb is like, now what do we have here? No, that's the one I get, so that wouldn't suit her. Holding each shade of foundation up to his own skin like a green-haired scientist. Isabella smiled at him. You're really good at this, Ferb. Maybe you can teach Phineas how to pick out makeup once he gets a girlfriend. She looked at him from the corner of her eye. She's like, say that you want me to be your girlfriend. He laughed and picked up some bright red lipstick. Oh, he loves a good Taylor Swift lip. Do you think this would look good on Isabella? He asked Ferb. Isabella and Ferb cringed together. Oh, Phineas, terrible taste. I hope you're embarrassed. Maybe something more neutral, she suggested, redirecting his hand back to the shelf. Right before he could put the lipstick back, it slipped from his hand, and in an attempt to catch it midair, he fell into Isabella, knocking them both over. Oh no! The classic movie slip into the missionary pose. What a shock. What torment a lipstick can cause. How treacherous. Isabella opened her eyes to see him on top of her, his nose touching her forehead. No shit, his nose is touching her forehead. His nose could touch her forehead from across the room. He's shaped like a Dorito. They stared at each other awkwardly for a moment before Ferb pulled him back to his feet. But nobody helped Isabella. They said Isabella can handle herself. She's a big girl. Sorry about that, Isabella. Are you okay? He asked, brushing himself off. Isabella's face was cherry red. She really needs that makeup because she spent this whole episode blushing like a tomato. She's not very subtle. Yeah, she whispered, trying not to smile. Inside her chest, her heart was going a mile a minute. If only Ferb hadn't helped Fines back up. If only we just stayed in that awkward missionary pose for minutes. In the middle of CVS. Oh, Ferb, you ruined their moment. All right, Ferb, we got the makeup. Let's go back home. They have not paid. They did not pay for that makeup. Not time to go home yet, boys. Well, wait, Phineas, you know we need more than just foundation, right? Isabella questioned nervously. Fiennes thought for a second, stroking his sharp chin. You're right, Isabella. What else do we need? How long are we going to be shopping for makeup? My lord. Next to him, Ferb pulled an extensive list out of his pocket. I hope they're talking about Google on his phone. You think Ferb just walks around with a list of makeup products just like in his pocket in case he even needs to know? Hashtag just inventor things. Isabella set off with Phineas to get hair supplies. Finished searching for makeup. He seemed to be the expert. Phineas was very surprised to learn that women use separate shampoo, conditioner, and body wash while showering. Isabella thinks his confusion is adorable. God, she could just kiss him right there. Even the author doesn't care about this scene anymore. They changed tenses. They're like, we need to make a joke, we get now. Phineas didn't know that women don't use 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner to wash their body. And then they reunite with Ferb. He has a whole basket full of items to buy. Isabella glances at the basket. Eyeshadow, mascara, lip gloss, and she chokes on her own breath. In the basket, casually thrown in like everything else, sits a box of Magnum Trojan condoms. Ferb, we left you alone for a minute, Ferb. Brother. That's not even in the same aisle. They don't keep Magnum Trojan condoms next to the fucking lip gloss, do they? God, do your personal shopping in your free time. You're working for a client, Ferb. Anyway, he sees her looking and winks at her before moving to the checkout. Vanessa, she stuttered, poking his arm. Did you see? No, because you're not meant to call attention to stuff like that. It's already embarrassing enough going through checkout. Just let him do his thing. Vanessa laughed, throwing an arm around her shoulder. You don't want to know. No, I don't think she does. I don't think I do. And we thought Ferb being with Vanessa was bad because she's a couple years older than him. This is something else. This is another level. Isabella is completely sidetracked now. His arm is on her shoulder. Oh my god, it's on her shoulder. But before she can say anything, Phineas pulls away and begins following Ferb. Come on, can't get left behind. However, I do love being in his behind. I'm sure Phineas was enjoying the view. Herb's swaying hips. Herb, man. I'm doing it myself now. Faintly from the front of the cashier's conveyor belt, Isabella can't help but hear, aren't you a little young to be buying condoms? 1, they've already walked away, so the cashier's talking to someone else, isn't she? None of your business. Stop eavesdropping, Isabella. And 2, they're like 17. So, no? At least they're using protection. Miss Judgy. The whole way home, Isabella can't stop staring at Ferb. He's so quiet, so introverted. And you know they're all virgins if they're like that. But he has been talking to that Vanessa girl, so maybe. She shudders at the thought. Now you know how I feel, girl. The only one she wants to think about like that is Fiennes. Alright, Isabella, are you ready for a makeover? Phineas exclaims, throwing open the gate to the backyard. Isabella smiles excitedly and starts towards the chair. Ready whenever you are. Sound like they're having a race. She squeals, getting nice and comfortable, settling into the chair like, she's sitting on a whoopee cushion. She sits down like, Phineas digs around in the bag, pulling out all the makeup, carefully avoiding the little cardboard box. It's not a little cardboard box, it's a Magnum Trojan cardboard box. When everything he needs is in the open, he tosses the plastic bag to Ferb, who pockets it for later. When Isabella goes home, oh my god. Isabella returns her attention to the ginger. It's funny because this is how I get addressed in my everyday life. Hello, ginger. Hello, boss. You know? I've never done makeup before, so bear with me here. Yes, listen, if you think you're making a confession, you're not. Like, we've been knowing that you haven't done makeup before, so just get it on. Get on with it. Don't get it on, please, not with your brother. Wandering eyes. Let me guess, Isabella's makeup is gonna turn out terrible because Phineas can't stop looking at his very handsome stepbrother Ferb. All done, Phineas announces, stepping back to survey his masterful work. Ferb glances up at Isabella, gives an approving nod, and looks back at his phone. My, Isabella. I really didn't think I had it in me. Ferb robotically handed him a little mirror, which he held up so Isabella could see herself. Oh my gosh, Phineas, she exclaimed, looking at her reflection. Her cheeks were contoured like a model, and her eyes were sparkling with nude eyeshadow. Nude, huh? You really did it. Of course I did, Isabella. When have I ever let you down? Isabella considers saying something but bites her tongue with a forced smile. Phineas, completely clueless, absentmindedly tucks some hair behind her ear and beckons her inside, completely clueless. The motherfucker's been rizzing her up this whole episode and then letting her down straight after. He knows what he's doing. Come on, let's show Mom. I'm sure she'll love it. Just don't show her inside the bag. The boys' mom was lounging on a couch inside and looked up as the back door opened. Mom, we did Isabella's makeup. The red-haired woman looked up from her magazine and her eyes widened in surprise. Phineas, you didn't tell me you had a girl over at the house. Sweetheart, you look stunning. I don't know why you'd settle for a boy like mine. Mom! Phineas exclaimed.
Face burning red. Okay, keep some stuff to yourself. Sweetheart, you look stunning. Full stop was a really nice sentence. Like, why did you feel the need? Did Phineas and his mum fight this morning? Like, oh my god, she does not like him. Just make good choices, you two, she added, smiling. Phineas huffed and took Isabella's hand, guiding her back outside. If only she knew that Phineas was doing this out of gay best friendness and not fondness. Sorry about that, he muttered, exasperated. It's fine, your mom is so sweet, Isabella giggled. Mom, you're embarrassing me. Mom, you know I only like boys with green hair. That's so embarrassing. Oh, Finn, it's fine. She felt his hand stiffen when she said that, and she realized what she just did. Finn is a new nickname, he commented, not looking at her, probably blushing too hard. Oh, a new nickname. What a flirt. Oh, Isabella, you mean like fish fin? Oh my god, stop. I'm blushing. I didn't mean to say that. Slip of the tongue. Isabella started awkwardly. I won't call you that again if you don't like it. No, Isabella, I think that nickname is adorable, he said, turning to face her. His cheeks were rosy red, and she noticed that he was eyeing her lips lustfully. Maybe the peach was the right idea then. Pop off, Ferb and Isabella. Before she could say anything, he looked back up to her eyes. You just look so pretty right now. Phineas! This is such a typical teenager thing to do. Like, you don't want something until your parents tell you can't have it, and then all of a sudden, oh my god, I need that. Best thing in the world. Oh my god, Mum, you're right. Isabella is too good for me, and I love her. Isabella felt like she could fly. Really? You think so? Phineas smiled nervously and looked at the ground. Yeah. How could I not think that about my best friend? True, Phineas. True, buddy, you're so right. Isabella felt her heart drop to her stomach and forced the smile to stay on her face. That's nice, Phineas, she forced out, obviously disappointed. It's almost lunchtime. Should I leave you guys to it? You know when someone says that's nice that it's not nice? We all learned that when we were like 3 showing our mums a painting. Oh, that's nice, sweetie. They lied. It wasn't nice at all. Oh yeah, Ferb and I are probably just gonna build a roller coaster or something. I have your number, right? I'll call you when it's done. It can be like a second birthday celebration. So much for taking it easy today. It's my day off today, so I just thought I'd take it easy. Film a video, read a Phineas and Ferb fanfiction, build a roller coaster. I mean, I've got all day, so. Finn smiled, turning to Ferb. See you in a bit? Yeah, Isabella said. See you in a bit. Across the yard, Ferb's eyes were burning 2 holes into the back of her head. Oh, they're gonna bang. He's like, she's leaving. That means we get to smash. I know they're not building a roller coaster because they don't do shit when their parents are home, okay? Because what if their parents saw the roller coaster? Then the whole show would have to end. So they're definitely about to go use those Magnum Trojan condoms. Isabella felt the satisfying click of her bedroom door shutting behind her. She took a deep breath, tears welling in her mascaraed eyes. Girl, you just had that done. Phineas was so proud he actually thought you looked nice for once. Don't ruin it. She turned on an electric fan to drown out the sound before diving into her bed, sobbing. How is he so clueless? Even his mom wants them to be together. Phineas Flynn, you wonderful, perfect, attractive idiot. Isabella screamed into her pillow, tears flowing down her cheeks, messing up her makeup. Betty won't even call me, she thought bitterly. I bet he hates me. And that's why he called me his pretty best friend, because he hates me. Big emotions, honey. Go give your mum a hug. Go ask for some extra pancakes. On that cue, her phone buzzed. She hesitantly turned it over, eyes burning with tears, to see a text from her beloved. Change of plans, it said. Come at 5:30. He typed for a second before another text came through. Don't eat dinner. Because when you come over, you're gonna be eating this dirt. Okay, I'm getting bored of reading this. I feel like nothing's happened, and I've been waiting for Phineas and Ferb to for so long. Dinner date. The clock next to Isabella's bed hit 5:26 with a small tick. Blah, 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 blah. Where's the sex scenes? Yeah, she skipped back to the Flynn Fletcher household, wondering how the roller coaster turned out, because apparently she can't read. They said change of plans, dickhead. You're not having dinner on a roller coaster, you're just having dinner. She couldn't see anything from here, which was strange. Maybe they changed plans. Oh, you mean like they said they did? No. No. Isabella. Phineas, she called, glancing around in confusion. To your left. To your left. To your left. She looked to her left to find a walkie-talkie taped to a fence. What's with the walkie-talkie? She asked, flustered. Am I getting kidnapped? Am I in a bank heist scheme now? Like, what's going on? I'm giving you very important instructions. Listen closely. Listen closely. In 1 second, a bomb vest is going to float down and attach itself to your chest. You need to go to the nearest bank and ask for $1 million. Listening, she said. Right. Untape the walkie from the fence and close your eyes. I will direct you. Couldn't you have just called me? That's less fun. And love is blind, girl. Close those eyes and follow his voice. Okay, so Phineas guided her to his backyard all the way up to the fence. She didn't open her eyes once. She completely trusted him. And she should trust him, to be fair, because he is being incredibly open with her. You're so pretty, best friend, you know? Never once has this man lied. All right, Isabella, you can open your eyes now. This time his voice wasn't through the walkie-talkie, but in front of her. Her eyes fluttered open and she gasped in surprise. Phineas was standing in front of her in a suit, complete with a bow tie and a flower in his breast pocket. His hair was slicked back like a businessman. Phineas, you didn't have to do all that. Isabella surveyed the background in awe. It was intricately decorated with little lights, romantic music playing gently from all around. Oh my god, she's gonna be waitressing Phineas and Ferb's dinner date. That's so cute. In the middle of the yard sat a table for two with a candle in the center. Phineas, what's all this? It's your final birthday present, he answered, smiling. She locked eyes with him, overflowing with joy. Just the two of them about to have a magical dinner. You shouldn't have, she whispered, eyes behind her back. What? No, hands behind her back. I'm sorry for conjuring that imagery. Only mothers have eyes in the back of their head. Don't be silly. He shrugged and beckoned her to the table. Come on, don't want to be late for dinner. Okay, so Ferb's waiting on them. They'd been eating a little bit, and Phineas had been staring at her strangely the whole time with a small smile on his lips. Isabella didn't know if she was hallucinating it, but he almost looked nervous. Maybe he's poisoning her. Maybe there's a reason he's so nervous. Maybe he's about to tell her that him and Ferb are f***ing. Phineas cleared his throat and for the first time all night looked serious. That man never looks serious. His head is shaped like a triangle. Say, Isabella, can I ask you a question? What a weird sentence. Of course, Finn. This was it. Oh my god, it was finally happening. He's gonna say, look, you know I think of you as my best friend. Isabella, do you also think of me as your best friend? Oh, he is pulling the best friend card. Isabella, you're one of my best friends. You always have been and always will be. But I thought about what Mom said earlier, and you're so smart and funny and beautiful, and it's so crazy that I never thought to ask this before. Oh my god, I'm gonna blush. Phineas, what a speech. Phineas, Isabella whispered, blushing harder than she knew was possible. Oh my god. Oh my god. He chuckled softly and glanced away again, slicking back his already oiled hair. Even my mom thinks we belong together, so Isabella. He took a deep breath and smiled at her. Will you pretend to be my girlfriend? Yes, Isabella practically yawning so hard her face hurt. After a second it fell completely. Wait, pretend? For obvious reasons, Phineas explained. You know, so nobody suspects it. Oh my god. Suspects what? Isabella was not only heartbroken but incredibly confused. Phineas looked surprised at that question. Oh, Isabella, don't tell me you didn't know. What is it, Phineas? Her eyes were filling with tears. I thought it was so obvious. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Phineas glanced down at the table. Ferb and I. Isabella's head snapped up to meet eyes with Ferb, who was standing silently across the yard. The CVS basket, the way they make her go home for a short part of the day. No, it can't be. We are stepbrothers after all, and Vanessa is his cover-up. So I can understand if you didn't think he was like that, but Isabella, he looked up at her hurt and confused. Didn't you know I'm gay? Are we meant to? Was she meant to? What were the signs? When he was calling her pretty, was she meant to be clicking onto the fact that he was into boys? When Ferb bought Magnum Trojan condoms, was she meant to be like, oh, Ferb's dick isn't that big, so they must be for Phineas for when they fuck? And why do they fuck in the middle of the day? Why not just wait till nighttime? They literally live together, they're stepbrothers. What is going on? I don't want to be here anymore. Oh my god. Oh, we're up to the last chapter. Are you ready? It's Phineas's POV. Mixed feelings. I can't believe I came out to Isabella. My heart is racing. Ferb warned me it might not go too smoothly, but I think she took it in stride. Aside from the crying and running home to say she needs time for herself. Ferb warned me it might not go too smoothly. Yeah, Ferb's got a brain, doesn't he? He said maybe taking the girl that obviously has a crush on you out on a dinner date and then confessing that you're gay for your stepbrother isn't going to go down too well. And Phineas was like, nah, no, Isabella, she's going to be fine. Oh no, because this is from Phineas's POV and it's nighttime. But listen, they've already had alone time during the day. Like, are we going to do it twice a day, guys? Twice in a day? It's a bit much. Finny, let's get to bed. Ferb offers, resting a hand on my shoulder. I'll finish cleaning up. You go get ready. I'll be up in a second. You go get ready? What is he gonna do, like an enema or something? I'm so scared. I hope he just brushes his teeth. Anyway, I love how he talks so freely around me. Are you sure, Ferb? I'm almost done washing the dishes if you want me to. It's fine, babe. You go get changed. What is he going to get changed into? Is he going to put a costume on? I blush at that, trying to hide my excitement for whatever was going to happen tonight. Movie night, slumber party. We'd been going steady for a few months now. But on the nights the parents were out. Those nights, those hit different. Oh good, Mum and Dad aren't home. Think about how much more inconvenient it would be to have to invite a girl over. Why would you do that when your stepbrother's already at the house? Help, help, help. Where's Candace? I ask, turning to him and wrapping my arms around his waist. The taller boy does the same. Waists are fine, okay? Just no pee-pee touching right now, please. Out with Jeremy, I believe. Sorry, he's got a British accent. Should I try? Out with Jeremy, I believe. No. Okay, last time I'm trying that. All the siblings are getting lucky tonight, I whisper. To which Ferb blushes hard and tries to hide a smile. What, thinking about his stepsister? Getting it on with Jeremy. Normally I think that's pretty vomit-inducing for siblings, but no. No, not this one. Go upstairs, Finny. I got this. What a romantic. I got this, babe. I got the very last of the dishes. No, don't worry, I'll do them for you because I love you. I place a light kiss on his lips, lingering there long enough to be infuriating for him before pulling away and heading to our shared room. He's gonna be doing the dishes like, why didn't he just kiss me more? Oh, if Mom found out about this.
I mean, she's into Ferb's dad, so
maybe it's just it runs in the family.
The Fletcher family and the other family last name I can't remember, but maybe they're just soulmates, all of them, every single one of them, all made for each other.
Ferb looks so hot when he's tired out, laying on his bare chest, still in my maid costume. I feel completely at peace. I don't. I really wanted him to just put his pajamas on. God, why couldn't you just put your pajamas on? Well, almost completely at peace. Hey, Ferb. He stirs a little before opening an eye to look at me.
It's like, what? What, you got a question?
Do you think Isabella really didn't know?
Baby, she's in love with you.
Have you seen her? No, there's no way that's possible. Isabella is just a good friend. She's like a sister to me. Oh, we're literally brothers. I'm not sure what that's insinuating. Ferb closes his eye again. Besides, you're always blind to this stuff. You didn't know I liked you until we first. Yeah, because you're his stepbrother, babe. She's not in love with me, Ferb. There's just no way, I interject, kind of desperate to be right. Which is good, because if she really did feel that way, then maybe we shouldn't have told her.
Ferb thinks for a minute.
Actually, Finny, I think this might work out.
I turn to him, confused. There is no fucking way this is gonna work out. You're stepbrothers. Where do you think this is going? Other than hell.
This is hell on earth.
If she really loves you, she'll come through for you, even if it hurts.
I know I would do that for someone I love.
I don't think that's right.
He messes with my hair and I smile.
Feeling safe? You shouldn't, babe. Your cover's gonna get blown one day.
Nothing about this is safe.
Yeah, I concede. She'll come through.
I look up at the ceiling.
She has to.
No, she does not, bestie. No, she most certainly does not.
I just don't remember like flicking through a legal book at any point in my life and coming across the if a girl has a crush on her gay best friend, she has to pretend to be in a relationship with him. Law. I don't think I ever found that law. Ever. And now we're looking from the narrator's point of view. I guess Isabella's just stopped thinking. Thinking is too painful for her.
Isabella hasn't ever felt this way before.
Her whole room is strewn with magazines and pillows from tearing everything apart and
she's like ripping the pillows in half, tearing the feathers out,
like plucking a chicken.
She could probably go work at the meatworks or something.
At least make some money being this angry.
Her face is still hot and sticky with tears, even after being home for hours.
She won't let anyone talk to her.
This is humiliating. It has to be a nightmare, right? The love of her life, sleeping with his stepbrother.
Yeah, that's gotta be a nightmare. Wake up and eat your pancakes, sweetie, you're dreaming.
She shrieks in frustration and buries her face in her pillow, sobbing. She can't even imagine what they're doing in their room right now, in each other's beds, so deeply in love.
She sits up, struck with an idea.
The only other person who knows is Vanessa, she assumes. This gives her some hefty blackmail. She has the power here.
They put everything on the line asking her this.
So if she agrees, she has space to negotiate. It's 3 a.m, but she knows they're still waiting for an answer. She texts her beloved, a cruel smirk on her face.
I'll be your fake girlfriend, but on one condition.
And then the story ends.
What's the condition?
Was she gonna ask for ins?
Isabella!
Listen, if you wrote the story, hit me up and let me know, because I'm invested. Like, what does she want?
Because it's either gonna be like, she wants to be in the relationship, or she wants like $1 million and she doesn't care how she gets it.
Either way, she's bold and brazen, and
I'm kind of glad we didn't get a full Phineas and Ferb sex scene. How are we feeling about that? Disappointed or not?
Yeah, no, but that was quite the read.
So I hope you guys enjoyed. I didn't.
And I'll see you in the next video, I guess.
Bye, my friends.